Hello folks and welcome along to the round 6 of season 12. We're here in Jeddah. This is for the Wednesday tier of RTG. So, it was a wee bit of late getting on as we had some technical difficulties, but we'll keep going nonetheless and we'll have a look and see how everyone's getting on. We're seeing quite a few people already on intermediate tier. They're just doing the sweet intermediate cup, which provides an extra little bit of entertainment to us all. And how does this seem so bloody loud for me for some reason? But anyway, so a little bit about this track. It's a 3.8 mile long track with 27 turns. Fastest lap here has been achieved by Lewis Hamilton, a 1:30.7 in his Mercedes W12 in 2001. Not 2021, my mistake. Jesus Christ. So yeah, the cars are achieving roughly about 160 mile an hour is on an average around this track. It's the second longest track and the fastest street track on the calendar. So I think we've got Die 5 Craig, well Craig here, who's don't think I've seen him before, so I think he's a new person, so let's see some fresh faces on the grid. So anybody feel free to fire your comments in and I'll get straight to them in just a few short moments. There we go, I've got the comment section up right now for all you lovely folks. So, we're seeing Ross there put in the fastest lap of 1:27.9, nearly a second up on Bugatti Sloven, but we've still got technically about half the grid. We've only had technically about 5 people set representative times at the moment. We've still had, what, 7 people not done a time yet. So, we've got 17 here today, so only 2 will be getting eliminated from the first of 3 qualifying sessions, and then after that it will be between 11th and 15th that will be getting eliminated in the Q2 session. So it's Ginge going back in. Let's see. So he's coming back into the pits. There's that Mercedes, there we go. It's Lee, he's just coming up to the final corner now to start his lap. There we go, he's got his DRS wide open on that Mercedes. Coming straight down into turn 1. Into the wee section here, it's quite tight. He's got an Alpine in his way. Turn 3. Is that an Alpine? That is elegant. Oh! And that has ended up causing the lead to crash there, going into that complicated section of sector 1. Was that elegant? No, it wasn't. Sorry, my mistake. That was the new guy, Craig. He didn't get out of the way for leader of the Mercedes. Now we see the guy who is also known as Mr. Saturday here. See how Now this lad's going to be able to do. See, we've got. Oh, first of all, we've got Matty Jones. That's the other one, a Prodigy. He's just starting a lot. Both of us at the start of his lap. So we've got Matty Jones just coming up to the final corner now. He's got two Ferraris ahead of him. Matthew's getting a bit of a tow from Chuck. And there we go, 127.2 with the aid of that DRS, the slipstream there, with a 128.5 for Matty Jones. We'll go back here and then we'll see how the new guy Craig's getting on as he's coming through this complex section in sector 1, and he's invalidated it, which is never good. Oh, a wee quick look at, so it's only from 7th up that have set proper times anyway. Well, 6th up, sorry. There we go. That's what got John there saying evening chat. Go on, Matthew, son. There you go. You've got your cheerleaders there, Matthew. And he's still not able to be beaten by Prodigy anyway. We'll see. That is Sloven just coming to the end of. We'll see what time he's going to put on the board. The 127.8 is good enough for 4th place, so he's still got quite a good chance of staying in this up to now, considering there's only 2 being eliminated up to now. Mark is still out on the inverse. It's quite surprising with only 6 minutes left. We'll see, is he going to take it to the line, or not? That's him. Out the field. We'll see how Robo's going to be doing in this complicated section of sector 1. I will say just one small slip and that's it, you're going off track, especially if you hit that curve as you're doing that double right-hander in the middle there. You can end up getting sort of turtle on it, you would say. Seeing our comment coming in, very tough track. It certainly is. Would have been the fastest straight track on the calendar, and also one of the longest. Oh, and Robbo there just being a little bit ambitious there at the chicane. That's him invalidated, so he'll have to go again. You see Chuckle there putting it at 127.7, going 3rd. We'll see who's further down. Paul Jones is coming to the line. We're running quite low in fuel, but manages to make it in the 3rd with a 127.6. Nicely done there from the Alpha Tauri guy. So we've got Elegant and Gang just coming to the end of sector 1. That's him finished there. Inexa has invalidated. So we've only got a couple of people on proper laps right now. Paul Jones and Chuckle, they're done right now. Inexa, I think he'll be coming into the box in just a few short moments. Don't think he'll be going again. He'll be getting ready for his final flying lap. Yep, there we go. We see him jumping into the pits. Elegant and Gang. Yep, he's not got the fuel to go again. Short Marcus still. And Robo and Craig are out. Bob Ross is also out on track now, but I think it's going to be Short Marcus who's going to be the first one on a lap. We'll see what this lad's going to be able to do. Is he's just seen the Alpha Tauri there pulling into the pits. So as John's saying, that he's not very good at this track, but so props to you guys for so respect to you drivers tonight, which is fair. It is quite a solid track here. You're constantly on the limit here. Making sure not to end up turtling on them quite high curves there, I would say. Be careful of that wall on the exit. Oh, just go completely like this. Be careful not to take too much of that chicane. Nicely done there. And the final chicane. He was on the limit there. Now it's going to be DRS wide open up until the final corner, turn 27. Now go hard on the brakes, staying over to the right hand side, hooking it in nicely to the apex and using as much of that track on the exit as he can. What time is Short Marcus going to be able to put in a 127.7? Nicely done there. So I think that'll be him comfortably through to the next session. Oh, Craig isn't though. Robbo, is he going to be, and is it going to be Lee who's eliminated? Getting awfully close to that wall there on the right hand side. Also, a little fun fact for you guys, this circuit was actually designed by Karsten Tilke, Herman Tilke's son. We see Bob Ross there going fast. This was a 126.9. Nicely done there from the Alpha Tauri driver, but right now we're watching the Red Bull as he's coming around the final corner. What time is he going to be able to put on the board? This is going to be his one and only lap. 27.2, good enough for third place. Nicely done from him. So Tidgeman and Craig are actually going to be out, and the wee Craig as well for crashing out. So that's it. Everybody could just return to the pits now, since we've got our top 15 or 14 in this case, and we'll be easily moving on to the next qualifying session. So let's see what Ginger is going to be able to do. There we go, final stretch to the line. See what time he's going to be able to put on the board. Is he going to be able to improve? I think he should. 128.3. I think somebody got it through on Matty Jones just cruising out. So that is going to be the end of this the first qualifying session, and then in a few moments we'll be moving on to 15-minute session to determine who's going to be moving on into the final 12-minute session that will decide the top 10 for pole. There we go, there's Matty Jones just getting back into his box now. So there we have it, folks. That is the end of the first of 3 qualifying sessions. We've got Bob Ross in the AlphaTauri in first there. Then we had Matthew, Robbo, Prodigy, Paul Jones Jr., Short Marcus, Chuckle, Bugatti, Sloven, Chuck, Ross, Ginge, Inexa, Matty Jones, and the Elegant Gang. Lee unfortunately didn't manage to settle up. He unfortunately ended up crashing Tidgeman. He'll be starting in 16th, and Craig unfortunately didn't manage to hook a lap together. He will be starting in 17th. So 4 will be eliminated from the next session, and then it will leave us with the top 10 left. There we go. I was wondering how my data wasn't all shown up there. So there we go. We've got 14 people that'll be able to go out on track. Now we've got Bob Ross, Prodigy, Ginge, Nixa, Elegant, Chuckle, Matty Jones, Short Marcus, Ross, Robbo, Paul Jones, Chuck, Matthew, and Bugatti Sloven. Well, we'll wait on them coming out. We could have a wee quick look at the standings. So, top of the leaderboard right now is Short Marcus, who's on 112 points right now. In second place is Josh McGill on 109. Paul Jones Jr. and AlphaTauri on 88. 60 for Chuck and Ginge. 53 points for Matty Jones. Chuckle is on 51, 1 point behind him, and with 50 is Bugatti Sloven. Aki there is on 46, 45 points for Matthew. Nix is on 36. Tidgeman is on 32. On 21 is Cameron Sims Prodigy, and 14th on 19, tied with Phil. Ross G, he's on 18 points right now. He's only got 1 point from 1 race right now. 10 points for Ethan Haynes. Lee Craig is on 8 points, sorry. Ethan Haynes is on 10, and Ross is on 18, my mistake. And then Robbo hasn't scored a point yet. So here we go. Who's going to be the first one to settle up? It's going to be Prodigy, isn't it? It is. He's just coming up to turn 27 now. So there we go, that's him starting his lap now, and he's got that DRS wide open and stretched to the line. He's got Williams and Alpine behind him. There we go, managing to get through. That first chicane quite nicely there. Getting over to the left hand side as much as you can, get the shortest distance around turn 3 there. Now he's going through this complex section. Be careful not to take too much curve there on the left hand side, as it could easily just turtle you. Ginge is out. Ginge has crashed out. At turn 5 is that? Turn 4, 5. So Mark's up to turns 23 and 24 now. DRS is wide open, that slot at the back wing. Just need to drag flow as much as possible. Just missed that apex just a little there. But is that going to affect him? I don't think it is. 127.5, 27.9 for Ross and 28.3 for Elegant. Who is going to be next on the board? We'll get down to the Ferrari there. And there it is, Matthew. Comes across the line, 128 flat. So I think he might need to get a better time than that. But guys, slow into the line, 128.7. After that put him 6. Bob Ross, 27.5. Nicely done there from the Alpha Tauri, man. Oh, and Robo's just coming at the final corner. What's he going to do? He's going straight to the line. 27.3, so these times are just getting quicker and quicker as the session progresses. Let's see, Chuck on the line, 128.693. We've just got Marcus and Paul Jones Jr. Let's see what Paul Jones is going to be able to do. Is he's coming up to the line. 7th with a 128.188. The McLaren man of short Marcus. 28.096. Now, I think this will be the time where a lot of them will be getting back to the pits and getting their fresh tyres on. Oh, that's an Aston Martin. I seen moving. That was a Matty Jones and a Nix at the exact same time there. They two making sure to try and get a clean track and make sure they're going to be getting any dirty air that could throw them off in the corners. So good strategy from them two. Anybody in the comment section, who do you think for pole position? Find out your comments and let me know. Bloody hell. Sorry, my controller almost fell. Ross is just coming back into the pits now. There we go. Matty Jones just away to start his lap. Hard braking into turn 1, making sure you get the proper rotation for turns 2. Getting the traction right for on the run up to turn 4. Around turn 5 and 6 and 7, 8, you've got to be careful on the exit of 8, there's 9, 10 and 11 and 12 there. Coming up there is turn number 13. Unlucky for some, that seems to be lucky for Matty Jones here. These corners just come up so thick and fast on you. You almost have zero chance to react to how quick these corners will just come at you. There we go, the Alpine getting out of the way, nicely done there. There's Alpine Elegant. So now, oh, Robo, he's decided, yep, he's set a good enough time, so now he's just going to sit back and relax. Matty Jones though, he's still got to set a time. Here he is, keeping it nice and tight to the apex. Turn 27 now. Final stretch to the line. Times you're going to be able to put on the board. The 128.2. That's going to need a quicker time than that, I would imagine. 28.2, as we can see how close this gap has been. Fifth place, sorry, and ninth, 10th even, up to now. Oh, Nick's had just done one lap and went back in the pits. Interesting. But guys, Sloven is in the drop zone right now, so we'll see how he's going to do. I think it's Matty Jones or the Prodigy, is it her, Aston Martin, not in fact, both of them actually, sorry, I made a mistake. There we go, we've got the Haas just making his way around sector 2 now. Just pushing that car to its absolute limits. Near enough actually invalidating that lap there, just making sure just to keep a little bit of the car inside the white lines. Looks like he got a little bit of understeer. But now at the final stretch to the line, see what he's going to put on the board. 28.112. It's good enough for 7th place right now, but is it going to be good enough to keep him there and get him through into the next session? I think the next one's going to be, next in the Red Bull, who's going to be starting the lap very, very soon. As we see him just enter sector 3 there. Oh, he's got that Alpha Tauri on the... Nice one that Alpha Tauri got out the way quite nicely there. I think that was... I'm not sure, it could be either Paul Jones or... No, it's not Paul Jones. It's... the other ring. I forget what his name. Bob Ross. That's it, I forgot the name. So... we're seeing we've only got just over 3.5 minutes left on the clock, so it's not going to be long. And Nick says invalidated, that ain't good. So we've got Chuck, who's going to be on a lap. He's going to be the first one on a lap. No, this is going to be his, most likely going to be his final lap. Try and get a wee quick peek at the wheel. Yeah, I think he's... I'm not sure, don't think he's got enough fuel in that for a lap, but hopefully that ain't going to matter because he's going to need to be up. I'd say it's going to be a 28 flat, I would say, for the knockoff point. So getting it back out onto the track as soon as I think he's quite cushy right now. Not so cushy right now. So we'll see how Chuck's going to be able to do it. Ooh, that was actually kind of scary there. Just seen that Aston Martin there basically stopped almost on track. Rusty, yep, he's decided to call it a day in Q2. Chuck, 127.9, goes fifth. I think he's going to be safe right now. We'll have a wee quick look further down to see what iNix is doing. Whereabouts is he on track? crap. Oh, he's just coming up to 21. Oh, and he's invalidated again. If he's got enough fuel, he'll have enough to go again, but then again, he's not going to have the ERS. He's turned it off, but he's going to need to try and build some back. Oh, you see him getting awfully close to there for the Alpha Tauri of, you got Bob Ross, yeah. Bob Ross coming to the line, 127.1, still not as quick as some of the times we've seen in Q1. Paul Jones Jr. final stretch to the line, so it's going to be Ginger and Inexa that's going to be eliminated up to now. Paul Jones Jr. goes third with a 127. But Marcus just starting his lap now. Matthew's on his lap now, he's just coming to turn. No, actually. Go on, Matthew, take three up there. See what time he's going to go to front of the board. He's still got time, so we'll hang back for a moment and we'll see. It's going to, oh, Prodigy, we're on 27.105. Elegant goes 7th with 127.7. Let's see who's going to be next. Matty Jones, no. There we go, it's going to be Shark coming into the pits. What the? Sorry people, for some reason my controller started messing up there. We've seen short Marcus there. Coming to the final corner now to finish his lap. We'll see the time he's going to be able to set. Is he going to be able to make it through it into Q3? Yes, he does. 127.366. We've got Bugatti Sullivan and Matty Jones. Matty Jones is, he wasn't improving, so he's decided to call it day. So it's going to be either Chuck, Matthew or Bugatti that could be getting to out. Matthew going to the line, he's going to be improving. 126.5, what a scorcher of a time there. And Bugatti Sullivan ain't able to improve, so he's calling it a day. So there you have it folks, that's forgot, we're top 10 now. So I can tell John's going to be quite happy with that result there.
Grandstands here today with thousands in attendance, hoping to see their favourite drivers battle it out on track.
So I think that's just the last of the drivers just coming into the pits, and we're going to hit away on a double stack because of both Haas, is that? Oh no, it's
Sebastian Vettel holds the F1 record for the shortest time elapsed before checking up his penalty. He was caught speeding in the pit lane in practice for the 2006 Turkish Grand Prix, almost immediately after he exited the garage, just 9 seconds into his F1 career.
So there we go, we'll have a quick rundown of how the qualifying, well, the second qualifying session went. We've got Matthew on top with a 126.518, absolute scorcher of a time there. Prodigy came in second, Bob Ross in third, Robbo in fourth, Sharp Marcus in fifth, Paul Jones Jr. in sixth, Ross G in seventh, Chuckle in eighth, in ninth was Elegant, and Chuck was in 10th, just managing to make it through into the third qualifying session. In 11th and being eliminated, we've got Bugatti Slovan, Matty Jones in 12th, 13th for Ginge and Nixa in 14th. So Ginge and Nixa didn't manage to set a time. I think Nixa just couldn't hook a lap together, and Ginge unfortunately crashed out near the start. So we'll move on to the final 12-minute session of qualifying. We'll see the top 10 drivers here battle it out for that coveted pole position, starting at the closest to turn 1, so we'll have the shortest distance to cover on the run up to turn 1. And also it will be getting that extra special little point that you get for getting the pole position. Why do I always get the tyres up? Force the habit for the last game, or game before that or something. But as far as Williams, last week, a fellow Scotsman. So we're just waiting for the lads to get back at what the race was like last week, so we've got the race results here. Nope, we don't. So I can't tell you, Short Marcus did win the previous Grand Prix. Before that was Josh McGill. Actually, Josh McGill won round 1, 3 and 4. Unfortunately he ain't here today, so Short Marcus and Paul Jones Jr. have got a good chance to catch up. And well, Short Marcus, I mean, has got a chance to pull away a wee bit. He's attended 5 out of practice now, out of 6. Josh McGill didn't attend round 2, unfortunately, so I'm guessing some other things on. But we're seeing Ross G just starting his lap there. He's just came around turn 4 now into turn 5 and 6 and 7 here. 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. There we go. Remember, it used to be an old DRS section there, which was a mess up on the EA's part, which was quite funny. Never fixed it though, did they? This was when the previous game first came out. We'll see Ross here. He's doing quite nicely there. To the final corner, hard braking. Make sure he gets that as close to that apex as possible. Now let's see, times he's going to be able to put on the board. He comes across the line at 127.552. He's going to be Matthew coming up to the line. 126.650, just a wee bit off his time in the previous session, but still, regardless, a goddamn scorcher. 126.7 for Prodigy. Bob Ross with a 127.377. So Marcus and Holiday, Robbo is just getting into sector 2 now. 22, 23, 4, 25. These corners are just, it's just straight out for a Formula 1 car, which I just find a little silly how it's still called corners. So like that, like the kink up part 2 basically at Austria. There so goes to Bob Ross 127.377, Chuck with a 127.498. Who the hell was that that just set a lap? Paul Jones Jr. 127.2. Elegant Stone's out lap. Shackle is going to be the next one to set a lap. Robbo with a 126.32. That must have been the one that I missed. So, let's see him chuckle on his run to the line now. See the time that Alpha Tower is capable of. To the line, 127.045. Return to the pits, just a moment, and put their feet up for a little. Maybe go and get themselves a little drink in the meantime, because they will have quite a bit of time. Now who's that we see? That's the Red Bull of Robbo, running it quite light there. I think you see another couple of cars that are like that. It's the Alpha Tauri there. Oh, Paul Jones Jr. He's a little bit crawling.
designed to reduce overheating, improve grip, and provide more aggressive racing. The 2019 Chinese GP was F12's 1000 official championship race. Continue with around 20 to 24 races a year, we can expect the 2000 GP to happen around the year 2064. We might be used to blisteringly fast pit stops.
Connection issues with him over again. You see Japan. And go right up. Oh, just getting a bit squirrely there, coming into turn 13 there. That was a bit all weird then. Ah, right, so there's going to be a lobby restart, and that'll be because some of the settings are wrong for the race, unfortunately. So let's see across the line at 127.0. So I think it's going to be Ross's final. Everybody else is still in the pits, chilling right now with their feet up. There we go, we're seeing some movement out there. We're seeing, I think that's a Red Bull of Robbo. He's getting out nice and early for his right. The Alpha Tauri will probably Bob Ross and Ferrari of Chuck. Oh, it's Paul Jones Jr., so it was one wrong, one right. So that's cool. Yeah. Let's say the colour of that Red Bull does look nice under the lights. We'll see how the other ones look. Do look a lot better under the night lights, like here and like Singapore for instance. Look how sleek and they look. So anybody that's watching live, feel free to fire any comments in, and please, it would be appreciated if you would like, share and subscribe. But hey ho, we've got 9 drivers on the laps right now getting ready to put in their final lap. Oh, Ross is going again. He managed to save up enough battery anyway, enough energy reserve. There we go. Robo, sorry, going to be on his final lap now. We're getting through the complex section between turns 4 and 12. Here we go, just kissing that curb there on the exit. So we got a comment there from Ginge saying put it in the bin, turn 4, turned in far too early. Another fight through the pack, see what we could do. And he was just mentioning about the lobby restart also. In mind in just a few short moments. But right now, still got some action going on. We've got Robo coming around turn 1 to 1, I think it was. Yep, coming around 26. And hard braking, getting it right in nice and tight. Straight to the line now. Oh, and he's down on his time, so he's actually bailed out. He's saying pits are on, hence the reason for the restarts. Paul Jones stretched to the line, doesn't improve his time but not position. Bob Ross up to second with 126.650, 4 thousandths of a second off of Matthew there. Short Marcus coming to the line, the times he could be able to put in, puts in at 126.992. Who's going to be next? Is it going to be not Chuckle anyway? Matthew, he's done as well, so he doesn't need to go any quicker. We've got Chuckle seemingly out of fuel. So there we have it, folks, that's your top 10, and Matthew gets that extra point for pole position again. Nicely done there from him. Doesn't get that name Mr. Saturday for nothing. Stealing all the pole positions away. So what about says he's run out of fuel, by the seams of it. Final stretch, he's just going to the line, I think. Yep, Chuckle is doing the same as well. So there we have it, folks, that is the end of qualifying for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix round 6 here, and we're at season 12. So we have it, Matthew getting that coveted pole position. He's going to be the shortest distance to turn 1. We've seen less than a tenth here between first and third. Bob Roster getting that second place with just 3 thousandths, said 4 thousandths a second ago, but yeah, basically a ball hair off. Third was Prodigy. Robo was in fourth, Fifth was short Marcus. Ross was in sixth. Chuckle in seventh. Paul Jones Jr. in eighth. Chuck in ninth. And Elegant and Gang in 10th. And I think that's Aki. I could be wrong. In the chat there saying, good job, Pit Assist is more for the race. Yeah, it's just for the race really, so it's no harm done really. And yeah, so it's kind of a bit of a bonus in that sense. So we'll be having a lobby restart in just a few moments. Yeah, I thought it was you, okay. So we'll be having a lobby restart. I'll just quit out of this lobby for now. Right, so I'm just going to wait for this invite to come in and then we'll be able to join this lobby again. 2 minutes. So folks, we're just sorting out some of the technical difficulties right now, which should be sorted in just a couple of minutes. There we go, that's me just received the invite to get back in. Come on, loading. There we go. Stupid phone. So here we are, just being patient right now. As soon as we start to see some of the blue ticks come up, the green ticks, sorry, then we will know that we're about to get ready and get underway. So here we are, folks, getting ready. Or people are going to need to remember their setups and that and everything as well. Chuck's already reminded everybody, so what a cool. So we're just gonna wait and chill a wee bit while we see everybody's getting tyre strategies and such all sorted. We'll have a wee quick look. Oh, I've seen quite a few softs and only 3 mediums. 4 mediums up to now. So we'll have a wee look back at that in just a moment while I get a drink of Wasser. Don't need to stay hydrated for this absolute grand slam of a race. And make sure my wire doesn't get snapped when I'm trying to pull it out of place. So, oh, we're seeing a record-breaking 10 people in the chat. Welcome along, everybody. Hope you guys are gonna enjoy the race here this evening. Oh, and 2 people just left, great. Just as I say that, the counter goes down. Oh well. So, we'll have a quick look at the tyre strategy. Oh, Rob going on the hards. We've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people on the mediums. 1 person on the hards, and it'll be the other 9 that'll be on softs. So we're seeing a bit of a mix up here between soft and mediums, which I think soft at the start is actually quite a good idea for this track anyway, just to let you establish a gap. And yep, there's John saying good luck drivers. Yep, they're going to need it, especially at this track, as we've already seen quite a few people crash out during qualifying, but then again, it's just all or nothing in qualifying. So we're just sitting here casually waiting. So, well, we're waiting, everybody. Quick question: favourite year in F1? Anybody got a favourite year? Mine's probably 2009, maybe. There we go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're away for the start of this Grand Prix. Matthew manages to get away great, but then again we've got Prodigy on the outside of Bob Ross. They're doing a wee bit of banging the wheels and everything. Bob Ross manages to secure it going around turn 3. Robbo managing is battling out with Short Marcus. We'll get up some of the other details right now. Position changes. We've got Short Marcus managing to get up past Robbo there, who was on the hards. He's managing to make use of them medium compound tyres. We've got Bugatti Sloven up 2 places. Oh, and who's that that's going off? Is that Ross? I think that was the Blue Williams of Ross there, who's lost 2 places now. And Bugatti Sloven's up 3 places. He got that outside of turn 12. Is he going? Turn 13. Sorry. Is he going to manage to keep it? I don't think he does. So Ross manages to get that position back from using the inside line at turn 13, and it looks like Elegant is trying his hand at trying to get past Ginge, but then that's left him open to Matty Jones behind, who was having a wee peek there. See, Nix has not had a great start to this Grand Prix either. Way back down in 17th place. He's lost 3 places from 14th. We'll have a wee quick look further up, and it looks like that's Ross and Paul Jones Jr. battling out. Paul Jones Jr. switches back to the inside. Is he going to manage to get this? Oh, if he managed to get that move done, that would have been sweet as a nut. He'll go move back up. Matthew and Bob Ross are battling out. Matthew's on the outside, but he's going to have the inside for turn 3. But they're still going to be side by side. One of them is going to have to give up going into turn 4, and it was Bob Ross. Matthew manages to keep that lead. Nicely done there from him. When we look further back, we've got Robbo there on them hard compound tyres. Is he the only person that went on the hards? No, Elegant also, but everyone else on the medium or soft compound tyres, which is quite interesting when you think about it. I've seen people on the soft tyres also this evening. Bob Ross is right on the tail of Matthew for this lead, but we're seeing Ginge and Bugatti Sloven swapping places. We'll have a wee quick look down there. People are battling out, and Bugatti's managed to lose that place to Ginge for 10th position. Shot could be looking for a move on Paul Jones Jr. Any moment now, same with Ross on Chuckle. Oh! There's the move done, I suppose. I think Ross Crickets, it's not a demolition derby anymore. Oh, Matthew's going to have the inside for turn 2, but he's going to have the outside for turn 3. Bob Ross, nicely done there. He realised on how Matthew managed to keep that position just the lap before, and he managed to use that for himself to full effect. Now on lap 3, that's the DRS is going to be activated now. Well, I didn't think Chuckle was going to be able to get in the win now, Ake, unfortunately, unless some luck swings his way. Robo managing to do quite nicely on them hard crumpled tyres. He's still sticking right close to the back of short Marcus. We'll have a wee quick look further down to see Chuck here on the back of Paul Jones Jr. Oh, and he gets a little wobble there. Coming around, I think that was turn 17, I'm not sure. Sorry, my phone keeps falling. I've not exactly got a good platform for it to stick on. Let's see, Paul Jones getting quite close to the back of Ross here. Still 6/10 off, and then he's got Chuck just behind him. So we could possibly see a double overtake here going into turn 1 on the boys of Ross, as he won't have the DRS advantage that Chuck and Ross have. Massey managing to make it back up into the first place. Oh, big walk up there from Paul Jones Jr. going into into turn 1. Ross managing to fend off that position, realising the outside line at turn 1 is not the ideal line you want to take. Better going on the inside of that corner. Chicane's usually opposite. You want to be on the outside for the inside on the second corner. But in this case, with a turn 3 being there, it was better to do it on the inside. Still seeing these lot battling out. We'll go back to the front of the pack, and we've seen Bob Ross determined to get that position back. You see him sticking right close to the back of Matthew there, and it's like he's on rails. It's honestly like Matthew has just pulled him along until it'll just be the probably the start finish straight he does it on. We've got short Marcus just behind there, just dragging behind Prodigy, and we've got Robo just behind that, and they're all within the 1 second gap of the car ahead. Paul Jones managing to get past Ross there. You see the battle in the background. There we go, Bob Ross moving to the inside again, and he manages to get that position of first place yet again. Nicely done there, and we'll have a wee quick flashback to Paul Jones, Ross and Chuck, who are still battling out for this 6th position. All this battling though is going to end up leading the top 5 away. Well, letting them get away. Boy, I'm getting the hiccups there. So we'll have a wee quick look further back to see Lee is right close to the back of Matty. Oh, and Lee just done what I end up doing sometimes. Oh, and come close to the Alpine of Elegant there. But yeah, exit curve of turn 7 and the curve of turn 8. We've seen Ross losing that place to Chuck ahead in the Ferrari. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in sector 2. Who is that? Is that Teachman? That's Teachman around at turn 13 on the exit. That's allowing Craig Nixon and Bugatti Sloven to catch up. Well, Bugatti Sloven not so much. He's just coming around turn 8 now. We're seeing Matthew's been able to do the clever thing, and he's preserved quite a lot of his battery. Same with Prodigy as well. Quite nicely, just eating it away slowly, nice and patient. Just a little by little. And then you see Matthew up front. Bob Ross not even fighting that position there, as he knows that could leave him vulnerable to other drivers behind. So Prodigy just sitting nice and tight behind the leaders there. We've got Shot Marcus just waiting for his opportunity to strike. And there it is, there's a moment that he could strike and get up into third place there. Nicely done there from the McLaren man. And Robbo manages to get past also, so that mistake has cost Prodigy 2 places. See, Matty Jones is pretty close to the back of Jens. The other Aston Martin seems to be doing a bit of a better job. For now anyway. But then again he just went a little bit deep into that chicane there. And oh, yellow flag in sector 2 again. That's Tiedemann around at turn 12, turn 13. Turn 12, Jesus. So get back the pack here. Bob Ross is really close to the back of now, because Matthew just has, I think there's a big walk up there by Bob Ross there. Going into that, that's not going to be good at one time. Chuck and Ross swapping places, Matty Jones and Ginge swapping places, and Lee and Elegant swapping places. Now Chuck and Ross, geez, swapping places again. We'll get back off board and we've seen these two battling out. Chuck is on the outside of turn 4 and we've got, oh, Ross G was on the inside. That was ballsy there from Chuck there. Short Marquez, he's just made the same mistake Prodigy did by the seams of it. So now he's going to be having to play a little bit of catch up to the 4 ahead of him. Ross G there having a wee peek down the inside there, deciding against it in the end. Oh, there he is. Ross G still managed to get a better exit out of turn 13, and that's managed to provide him with the position of 7th place. So there we go, that's him up and past Chuck for now. And you can see Chuck's just coming back at any moment. Seen Short Marcus still within that second gap, thankfully enough for him. So he's good and ready to just keep steady and get back up there and caught up to the guys up front. Oh, because that's Ross and Chuck battling it side by side. Who's going to have the DRS? It looks like it might be Ross that's going to have the DRS. Yes, it is. Ross has got the DRS. Chuck just passed him at the wrong time. There we go. Chuck's going to have the inside line. And we're seeing a battle there between Matty Jones and Ginge just at the back there. Oh, and to see Matty Jones there just getting a bit skitterish on the exit of turn 2 there. Ross G managing to get that position back from Chuck and moving back up into 7th place. Ginge managing to procure that 9th place from Matty Jones. Well, we've got Lee and Elegant battling it out. Lee's managing to move up into 11th place. He goes wide though at turn 7 and makes a little bit of contact with Elegant, but Elegant manages to move up into 11th place there and get everything back. And we'll be quickly back at the leaders again. As you see, Bob Ross still got Matthew right in his crosshairs as they're just coming around turn 21, 22 and 23 here. There we go. Oh, and that looks like the Red Bull of Robbo. He's moving up and now he's going for another move. And he's on these hard compound tyres, so he's going to have the advantage roughly about now as them soft tyres are starting to die, as they'll be past their life a little bit later on the brakes. Oh, he's trying to switch back. Tiedemann 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. He's done, and it's kind of understandable VSC right now, but did he hit in the pit? He didn't. He crashed it. Turn 17, I think that is. Roughly, I'm not sure. But VSC for now, are we going to see anybody being able to pit over C9 next to pit? He might actually manage to make the best out of this, as he's on them old soft tyres. Now we'll go on with the hards to the end now. So, and next is... Oh! Craig and Bugatti both with a drive-through penalty. That is absolutely gutting for them. But that's what happens when you're rushing a wee bit. Bob Ross there. So left. Ah, that's unfortunate. Matthews managed to keep that position quite nicely, but you see Chuck and back out Ross back position there for it. And now we've got Ginge fight for Prodigy has crashed as well now. Where is that? It's just up ahead here at turn 5. Oh well, that's unfortunate. So we're seeing another virtual safety car. 5-second penalty for Craig for speeding in the pit lane. There it is, coming up to Bob Ross has left the session, which is a bit unfortunate. I see he's done quite well to battle it out with Matthew for the majority of it, but now we've got Robbo. You know, we've got the top 3 are all on different tyres right now. Short Marcus on the mediums, Matthew on the softs, and Robbo on the hards. There we go, we're back racing again. Oh, Matthew there was thinking about it and he just decides to go into the pits. Robbo and Trump Marcus carry on. Is Ross going to be coming into the pits? Yes, he is. Ross comes into the pits, he'll be looking for an undercut also. So we'll move back up. We've got a battle between Ginger and Matty Jones and Chuck, all for 5th position now. But it looks like Matty could be thinking, they could all be thinking of pitting this lap possibly and going to the hard compound tyres as a medium soft. I don't think it's going to work. So it's going to be a medium hard for the majority of these guys here. Some of them though are going a soft medium like Ross and Matthew, which is quite interesting. So see, oh, we've got Chuckle right on the tail of Lee, just up ahead for that 8th position. They're both on the same age tyre, so we'll have a wee quick look at position changes right now. Lee is up 7 places up to now, same with Ginge. So both Mercedes guys are doing a great deal right now. We'll have a wee quick look at penalties. We've got Bugatti Sloven, who's still got a 10 drive-through penalty, and Craig with a 10-second worth of penalties. Chuckle though managing to move up into that 8th position there and get past Lee. We've seen Bob Ross jump into the pits, but that's his AI. We've got Chuck and Matty Jones in the pits also, so Ginge stays out. Yeah, he's not picked it, sorry, my mistake. So where is this going to lead? So Bob Ross is just getting at the pits and we've got Matty Jones and Chuck just coming out now. It looks like they're going to be 9th and 10th and 11th, sorry. Let's see, Lee still trying to keep up with the truck ahead, but he ain't able to keep up, unfortunately. Especially with having that battery like that. On the other hand, we've got Matthew here, who's technically the leader at the moment, net leader, that is. Oh, we got to look at the gap. There we go, Matthew moving into that 6th position. He's going to have the DRS also for Chuckle to be able to get that 5th position now. And there we go, Matthew with a 129.6 moves into 5th position. So now he's going to be chasing these lads ahead, who he's not far off of right now. He's only 19.5 seconds off the leader ahead. So it's not too far up the road. He absolutely took about half a second at least off of James there in that first sector alone, and now he's got that Mercedes in his sights and he's going to strike in just a few moments time. Look at that gap to Truffle already at 1.7 seconds. That just goes to show you how superior these fresh tyres are right now. That excellent view of the track there, and you see Matthew sailing past Ginge there. Piece of cake. Now he's just coming through sector 3 now to the final corner to be able to start his final corner to start his 15th lap. See it, Robo there on the hards has decided to pit for mediums on this lap, which is a bit interesting. I would have thought he'd go in another lap or two to jump onto the softer tyres. You see a yellow flag, and there, who's that? Is Craig, who's decided to retire from this Grand Prix, which is a bit unfortunate. We'd never like to see. Hey ho, these things happen. Matthew only he could have this in the back. Marcus has got quite a cushy lead right now, but not to the people who have pit like Matthew. We'll quite further down. See, oh, Bob Ross did manage to get back in. That was good. See him and Ginge battling it out now. Did end up seeing Bob Ross getting a 2nd place here, quite possibly. So see how Robo is doing. So we've seen short marks, Paul Jones Jr. bounce into the pits. Massey takes the lead of the Grand Prix yet again. Ginge is staying out. Same with Chuckle. Now this is an interesting strategy from them too. They can tell that most likely in the next couple of laps they will be moving on to the softer compound tyres. Quite definitely. Oh, you see Robo and Chuckle there. Oh, and Chuckle's out. Safety car. Safety car. Ginge is just in a pretty much the perfect spot and done excellent. He is yet to pit. So now this is absolutely brilliant for him. And we've got Matthew, who's on them medium compound tyres. He's just went onto them just a couple of laps ago. So, what is he going to do? I think the best idea for him would be to jump onto a set of soft tyres just to protect himself. Because we do know that Ginge is definitely going to be coming in. Bob Ross, on the other hand, not so sure. Same with Robbo. Shot Marcus, he's just came into the pit, so he's all good and cushy. He'll be just going straight. So he might actually win this. Ginge, though, he's done a quite a good one. Matthew, that's a risky one. He jumps into the pits. We'll go into the pits. Bob Ross also. Bob Ross managed to get Ginge. Nicely done there. I wish I'd seen that. But we've seen Matthew, Bob Ross, Ginge and Robbo all into the pits. Shot Marcus is like, hell no, I'm staying out. Oh, Ross, did he just get a bit of damage there for that front wing? We'll find out in just a few moments when he gets to the end of the garage, end of the pit lane, sorry, and gets to his garage. Here we go. Nope, it doesn't seem to be. Switch camera angle, come on. Ah, you suck. There we go, yeah, his wing seems to be okay. Robbo though, Semi Elegant and Bugatti are all on them medium compound tyres, which is quite surprising. Seeing Ginge there up in 5th place from, what was it, 15th? I think it was? No, that was a league. Easy way to find out. 13th. So we're just waiting for everybody to catch up, probably do another lap or two of this of the circuit, and we'll probably get started again in lap 18 maybe, I would say. I mean, up to now we've had quite a good race. I'm hoping to see a bit more battling here from the Alpha Tauris and Matthew and Shot Marcus, all the guys up at the front there. As it's been quite extraordinary watching these guys racing. We've only had 4 retirements here tonight. Chuckle, Craig, Prodigy and Teachman. I think Craig and Teachman both retired in the pit lane, I think. No, Teachman didn't, sorry. I think it was just Craig because he had a ton of penalties. So I was just seeing, oh no, Bugatti Sloven's just came through sector, well, in sector 2 now, so we could be waiting just a wee bit longer. Here goes Bugatti Sloven still, oh, he's only 20 seconds away, so, and he doesn't want to be doing that and getting unnecessary warnings. Why is he getting a delta? Has he got a delta right now? I think it's went away. Because the one thing I've never found makes sense is the delta during a safety car, because they're trying to catch up to it, so yeah. Hey ho. but we might see it being a wet call. If not, we'll be starting on lap 19. Yep, we're going to be doing one more lap under the safety car. Yep, so have a wee quick rundown here. We've got Short Marks in first, Matthew in second, Paul Jones in third, Bob Ross in fourth, Ginge fifth, Robbo sixth, seventh is Ross, Chuck in eighth, Matty Jones in ninth, Lee in 10th, 11th is Elegant, Nixa is in 12th, and 13th is Bugatti Sloven, who's just catching up to the back of the pack, not had the best races. We've got Chuckle, who didn't exactly have his crash actually caused the start of this safety car, unfortunately. I think he got into a bit of a tangle with, I think it could have been Elegant, I'm not sure, please forgive me if I'm wrong. But yeah, he got into a tangle anyway, and that's cost him his race. I was going to say a life, but it's not exactly a life, is it? Like so here we are getting ready to get underway again. The safety car is rolling back into the pit lane. We're going to have Short Marcus, who's going to be... See, is he going to be able to pull that gap that he so desperately needs? But we see Matthew there is right on his tail, and never see Short Marcus is away now. Start this Grand Prix back on laps to go. We've seen no one really moving places right now. What we see could possibly be a switch here between Ross and Chuck. Ross is going to be on the inside turn 4, and he has to back out there as he's not far enough alongside Chuck in the Ferrari there at turn 4. We've got Robbo just right on the tail coats of Ginge, but then again he's at a disadvantage with the tyres. That'll help him in the end, but not right now. But then again, he's going for that inside line into turn 13. Ginge goes over to the right and they're tackling each other, and that's unfortunate. Ginge just came off a wee bit worse there, and now Ginge is down into 11th place. That's a bit unfortunate from him. And yeah, Bob Ross, and we'll have a wee look further down. We've got Nixa and Matty Jones battling out. Matty Jones managing to get up into that 8th position there. We've got Lee right behind the Red Builder in his Mercedes there, sitting comfortably in 10th. Alfred Towry's swapping positions there. Having a comment there. What a punt. It was a little there. Bob Rosso, he is determined to get that win. Short Marcus there getting the fastest lap, and Bob Ross just snatching it away right away and just stealing it from under his nose. And these top 4 are keeping awfully close to each other, not letting each other get out of sight. We've got Elegant right on the gearbox of Chuck. Now Elegant's going to be at the disadvantage with having the medium tyres on as to compared to the Ferrari just up ahead on the soft. Oh, Matthews managed to get past a short Marcus, and I completely missed that. I'm really sorry, folks. It's further, looking further down. Bob Rostow right on the tail of short Marcus. And we've seen a yellow flag. And is that? Oh, Ross G. He would have got a bit of damage there. That's unfortunate. So he's went from battling for that 6th position to out of this Grand Prix, unfortunately. Ginger's still got some ground to make up, and we've seen Elegant looking for a move on the Ferrari of Chuck. Is he going to be able to get it done? Going into turn 13. We're going on board now as he moves in on the inside and grabs that position off of Chuck there. Is Chuck going to be able to come back at him though? He's in the slipstream. He moves to the inside. Is he going to be later on the brakes? No, he isn't. He decides to back out of it, but then again he's got that Aston Martin of Matty Jones right on his tail, so he's going to have to be careful. We've got Paul almost 7/10 off of this lead trail just ahead. Is he going to manage to keep in within that DRS, or is he going to slip and let Robbo catch him up? We'll find out in just a few moments. Matty Jones is basically trying to push Chuck along. There we go, Chuck just moves out the way for Matty Jones. That was a bit unusual. I never expected to see that, but we see Matthews managed to pull that gap to over a second there on short Marcus. So Matthew is actually the quickest driver right now, it seems. Yep, and he's got that fastest lap of 129.3, so he's already got a quicker time than the record. Lewis Hamilton, I think it was a 130.7 if I remember right. Could be wrong. So there's quite a gap produced now over the past lap between this lot, and it looks like Paul Jones Jr. is still determined to try and get that first place off of 2 seconds, sorry. He's managed to get that third place. My apologies, Chuck. Not being able to get that position off of Matty Jones, and I'm just hearing that the sound glitch is starting to happen yet again. It's a typical EA. Please sort your shit out. Chuck. Still. It's a weird one with him. I'm not sure what's happening. Mercedes is sticking close by. What will be happening with them? Who knows up to now? So we're just talking about that position he's gained there. We see Paul Jones Jr. with the 5 places, so he's came from 8th there, nicely done from him. Elegant and Gang in 4th, with 4 places gained. Matty Jones with 5 places gained, same with Lee as well with 5 places. And Ginge with 4 places, although he was up technically in 5th, nothing for a little bit. See that light flashing away on the back of Ginger's car. He has to yield that position to Lee. He had no option. Bob Ross and Paul Jones are still going for it with each other. Now the thing is, if they two just work together for a lap, even, they could possibly even get short Marcus. And so the gap's only at a second, so they just work together for the rest of this lap and try and catch up, then it could work in their favour. We've got Robbo just behind them. Oh, just getting a wee bit squirrely coming out of turn 11 there, nearly bottling it into the wall. Nearly done all Clark. Bob Ross still eager to get this position by the looks of things. All as close as he can, looking for a move. Now, if they get close enough to short Marcus ahead, then they'll be able to have the DRS. it looks like they're going a bit too slow for each other to be able to get that extra boost. But then again, Bob Ross is going for the move on his teammate around the outside of turns 25 and 26, and he gets it done. But he's going to be vulnerable going down into turn 1, as Paul Jones will have the DRS right about now. There we go. And we should see him just sail past his teammate again. Oh, he decides against it though. So these two are battling out. We'll have a wee quick further back look at Chuck and Matty Jones. Chuck moving to the left hand side. No. Deciding against going for that position. We're seeing that the black and blue of the Mercedes are just glistening in the night, quite nicely. I will say, we've got Bugatti Slovan right on the tail of Ginge here. Again, Bugatti Slovan, they're going quite wide there at turn 7, and that could leave him a bit vulnerable coming up. Bob Ross though, he's managed to close the gap to short Marcus, and now he's within that 1 second gap. So he'll be able to have the DRS. Is he going to be able to get the move done though? So here we go, Bob Ross. Is he going to be able to get close enough? Because it all comes down to now is he's going to be going into turn 1. He walks up a little bit going into the final corner. But he's close enough, he can make this work, he can get that second place. All he needs to do is just go for it and be later on the brakes into turn 1. He moves to the inside. Short Marcus doing whatever he can to block him off. Later on the brakes. Oh, and they're side by side going around turn 2, and Bob Ross has to yield that position there to Short Marcus there. Great defending there from the McLaren driver. They're going into turn 4 now. Oh, and it looked like Bob Ross clocked that inside barrier, and it sent him offline, so now he's lost that position to Paul Jones Jr. and he's off the podium right now. Robo. Oh, what the hell happened there? What the? Robo just Bob Ross, sorry, just went straight into the wall somehow. Unless that was my connection, I don't again, but Elegant is up also into 5th. Bob Ross from 3rd place, looking at a 2nd there, all the way down to 6th now. That is absolutely, you would feel like spewing. But Paul Jones, he is going for it. He is going balls to the wall for it, and he's going to have to go for it. He can actually make this done, because Short Marcus is actually low in field right now, but so is Paul Jones Jr., so this could be quite a grip to the line. But right now we've got Matthew just making his final stretch to the line, and he's going to win the Jeddah Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Short Marcus there just managing to get 2nd there, and Paul Jones in 3rd. We've got Robo in 4th, coming home in 5th is Elegant in that Alpine. We've got Bob Ross unlucky in 6th. Chuck coming home in 7th. Oh, Ginge just missing out on that 7th place. He comes home in 8th. Lee in 9th. Bugatti Slovan 10th. 11th, God knows, and 12th. Idanakan. We'll find out in just a few moments. Inex is in 11th. And Bugatti? No, I hope. So it's saying RTG Lee for driver of the day. I would say I'm going to have to give it to Matthew for driver of the day for me personally, I would say. If anybody has any other opinions on that, please and let me know. We'll have a wee quick look down at the order. So Matthew walks away with maximum points here today. Fastest lap, pole and the win. Nicely done there from the Ferrari man there. Short Marcus comes home in 2nd. Paul Jones Jr. just misses out on that 2nd place in 3rd. Robo in 4th. Elegant in 5th. Bob Ross having a terrible final lap there, and he moved from 3rd, sorry, all the way down to 6th. Chuck in 7th. Ginge came home in 8th. He was having a great race until the last few laps there. Lee in 9th came up 6 places. Nicely done from him. Bugatti Sloven in 10th. Nixit in 11th. 12th was Matty Jones. And all the people who didn't finish was Ross, who retired in the pits. Same Chuckle crashed out. Craig retired in the pits. Prodigy and Teachman both crashed out also. And Day 5 did not finish the Grand Prix. So, is anybody, see quickly if anybody's joining for interviews here? So we've got one person in for the interviews, Matthew, and let's see here, we're going to get Sean Marcus. There we go. So we've got all 3 in the chat right now. So great race from all 3 of yous. Like, that was just wow. And so what was it like for like at the start of the race for you guys? Like with Paul Jones right now.
You asking me then? Yeah, sorry. You broke up a bit then.
Sorry.
Yeah. To be fair, I got held up a bit in the first stint. Ross was on softs and he got past me pretty early, I think, or he started ahead of me, and I think he got back past me at some point, and then I just couldn't get past him. And then eventually when I did, the DRS in front of me had broke, so it was like I was just sort of managing my own race, not making any mistakes, hoping that something would happen like a safety car, and it actually did, so I can't complain.
Yeah, well, it was a bit fortunate. I seen, I think it was Ginge and Chuckle were the only 2 that were still to pit come that safety car at the end, and they've been on them softs for what, I think it was softs for Ginge anyway, for like what, 15 laps.
Yeah, I was gonna stay out for one more lap. I was debating in my head, and then I thought to myself, just in case there is a safety car, I'm just gonna pit and just make sure. And when the safety car came out, I had a little smile to myself. But obviously, I know Ginge went long, so it was not. I don't think it was too close, but managed to get back up to third, well, back into third in contention for the win. But just too slow on the restart of the minute me, so the guys up front are too quick.
Yeah, I noticed myself and Bob Ross battling it out quite intense near the end there. Did you ever think to yourself that it would have been better for you working as a team?
Well, to be honest, I actually did. I let him past. I actually let him past, and he went for it. And then when I actually got him in DRS, he squeezed me into the wall. So if he was in the chat with us, you would have heard me swearing quite a bit at him, saying that's not really the teammate game. But I mean, karma got him in the end because he made a mistake and obviously went off track. So
these things happen, and all it takes is one small mistake to send you off.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, are you going to let me back pass? But I thought he was, because he was staying to the left, I thought he was going to let me have it, and then I moved over to the right, and he just kept drifting and drifting to the point where I clipped the wall. So yeah, it could have been a bit worse.
It's always brilliant when that happens. But yeah, so great race for yourself. Congratulations on getting that 3rd position.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Right. Marcus.
Yes.
How would you feel your race went then?
Could have gone better, could have gone worse, to be honest. I lacked the overall pace, especially against like Matthew. He was just way too quick.
I noticed
this evening. I ran too low on my wings, so I don't know why. I kept saying to the guys in the chat, I'm losing 4/10 through the first chicane, like the left-right, and I couldn't work out how I was losing 4/10 every lap. Rest of the lap I could kind of make up for it with a little bit of commitment, and then my sheer straight line speed was great for defending and attacking, but yeah, just overall lacked the pace I needed.
How did you feel about like in the closing lap, Bob Ross he was just all over you until I think it was like turn 7, turn 8, roughly, where he made that mistake. No, turn
Yeah,
4, sorry, yeah.
I was praying with with Paul and and Bob Ross battling. I was praying that it was holding them out of my DRS range, because like I say that if one of them got into clean air, they'd start catching me. So I was hoping they would holding each other up, and eventually got into my DRS range, and yeah, went for a move at the inside. I went round, held it round the outside, but I think he then made an error in the next corner. So it gave me a little bit of a break, and although Paul was still in DRS range, he was a little bit further back, and I think he made a mistake on the final DRS chance to overtake me. So
Yeah,
just about held on by the skin of my teeth, but any more laps, I think I would have been a sitting duck, to be honest.
yeah, well, I was on board with Bob Ross actually, as he was coming into turn 4 with used to battling, and I think he actually clipped the inside wall on the left. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I didn't see. It's not a section of the track that you want to be going through looking behind.
Yeah, true.
I just heard Paul, shout like "Whoa!" and I just looked behind and some carnage was going on. I didn't see what happened, but I did follow Prodigy through there earlier on in the race, and he turned in way too early and wiped himself out on the wall. So that was a very interesting one to follow.
Oh well, congratulations on your second place there. Great race done.
Thank you.
Matthew, finally managing being able to convert that podium into the pole position into there. How are you feeling about
that? Yeah, buzzing to be fair. It finally paid off getting pole. But the first stint, I had to just make my car be in first place, let nobody overtake me or anything. Just be concentrated, head down. But yeah, brilliant to get a win.
Yeah, I mean, you were unstoppable, really. I mean, Bob Ross was battling with you in the first section of the race. Like, just seen the gap that you managed to pull on Short Marcus there near the end. I think it was like, what, 4.5 seconds to come at the end of the race?
Yeah, the fresh softs at the end felt really good, to be fair. I mean, I had the pace on Marcus anyway because my wings were higher, so I could just fully commit to the first sector. And as soon as I got past him, burnt all my rest on the straights. I committed fully to sector 1, so it worked out in the end.
Yeah, well, happy for you, mate. Hey, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So, we'll have a wee look and we'll see what is going to be the race next week. So, this is going to be an interesting one. Las Vegas next week for Wednesday.
God.
And he's excited.
0-0 wings, I'm saying it now.
Yeah, I'm not quite right there, so I'm not expecting much.
I've only done a couple of laps around there, that's it. So.
Yeah, same.
Well, tomorrow we're at Portugal for the Thursday, and on Monday we're going to be at Melbourne. So, that's going to be interesting, all three of them races. But yeah, so that's it for the RTG Wednesday tier. And from me, it's peace out. From you guys,
love you long.
See you later, man.
see you.